People of YouTube, my name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about the new Ibanez Headless models, and basically it's going off of this Japanese guitarist signature guitar, and then they decided to do a lineup of them as well to test the waters to see how well they sell. So we know Harley Benton has a more affordable one. Kiesel has a pretty good headless guitar to name one company that I know is doing them, but several companies are starting to get into the whole headless range. I know Agile got into it as well, more affordable side of things. But I do watch some anime and have an anime channel, so we'll see if I can pronounce some of these words. If I butcher them, I apologize in advance, but let's get into the article, let's get into the specs, take a look at the type of wood they're using, and listen to how one of these sounds. So, Ichika Nito's first ever signature model, Headless Ibanez all-new Quest Headless Guitar Range. So they're calling this the Quest range, but of course, you know, Ibanez, great guitars, terrible names. That is the one thing that can always be said about Ibanez, is $1,000 plus, which all of these are. So these are not for somebody with a lighter wallet. You got to have a little bit thicker of a wallet if you want one of these things. But if you've been if you love Ibanez and you've been looking for a headless guitar, there's also a few of these are extended range, I believe. I think this is like an 8-string or a 7-string. Let's see if I can count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's a 7-string in there. So if you want that gent sound in there too, you do have the ability to get your hands on a 7-string if you want it. So he is a Japanese Virtuoso's debate signature lineup alongside 5 fresh headless guitars, which feature high-end appointments, hardware innovations, a variety of pickup configurations. So I mean, yeah, you got your humbucker, you got like your H humbucker or humbucker single. So you know, SSH Strat or HSS Strat, whatever you want to call it, and then you got your SSS. So whatever pickup configuration you want, pretty much you're going to have that option. I'm not sure if these things are splittable with the humbucker models, but we'll read up on there. Looks like the input, I'm really hoping that's not the input jack on these two models. Anyway, actually it looks like all of them, because if that's the input jack on the front in between the volume and the tone knob, that looks kind of annoying, I'll be honest. I'm hoping that is a toggle switch of some kind, but let's just go ahead. Can we get a bigger image of this? No, it's not looking like we can get a bigger image of this. But let's read the article here. So Ibanez has ventured into the world of headless electric guitars for the first time, announcing the release of its all-new Quest series, chief among them the social media sensation. I'm just going to call him Naito because I have a hard time pronouncing his first name. Debate signature model, the ICHI-10, announced via YouTube live stream, which features an in-depth interview with the Japanese virtuoso and extended look at the Ibanez take on the headless design. The Quest series is broken down into 5 separate offerings. Those are the models right there. And we're going to go ahead and read the description. So I'm going to skip a lot of this. This is the actual signature guitar. The other ones are not a signature guitar. They are just an Ibanez. So we have 24 gold, the Evo gold frets. Those are pretty nice, similar to stainless steel. 3-piece maple bubigna neck, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Fretboard made of roasted bird's eye maple, which is pretty cool. You don't see a lot of roasted bird's eye. And Naitoa is what the body is made of. So Naitoa, I brought that up. It is Southeast Asian. It is most similar to cherry wood. It is a hardwood species, so you know, nothing major different there. I don't know if Ibanez uses this in some guitars. I've never heard of this one before this, I'll be honest with you. I looked it up to see what it was kind of similar to, and I have never heard of it. Bubigna, if I'm probably also not pronouncing that correctly, this I have heard of. This is actually a little bit of a cheaper wood. Harley Benton has been known to use this in several of their guitars, so it's interesting that this is going on a $1,000 guitar, because you don't really see this on $1,000 guitars. So let's see. Color appearance, grain texture, straight grain, end grain, rot resistance, very good. Is this considered a hardwood? Let me see here if they consider this a hardwood. We'll go back. A plant genus the family also commonly knows as... Okay, so here we go. Flower plant genus. So it's a type. There's several species of it. Let's see. Rivers, lakes, often used with a birchen trunk. Let's see. There's a bunch of different names for. I guess it depends on where you're coming from. Uh, oh, there you go. So African rosewood can be considered African rosewood. So it's another hardwood. You know, it's not going to cause any stability issues. And Ibanez knows how to build a guitar. Let's move on here. Pickups, they are his signature R1 single coils, the only model in the lineup that features all three. So a few nods, yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the Ibanez Q52. I really want a close-up of these. I'm just going to go ahead, we're going to Google search this because I really want to see a close-up. I want to see where this input jack is, because if that's the input jack, that is going to annoy the crap out of me. I'll be honest with you. And yes, I still can't really tell. I need, I need, I need some. Oh, there we go. Is that? No. Okay, we're good. Um, it's very hard to tell with the pictures. So the input jack is probably somewhere on the side. So this is definitely, that is a switch. It won't stay, but if you can see it, this is a switch. So you're good. This, to my knowledge, that does not look like a input jack. So let's see if we can get some more information in here. So let's see here. Oh, here we go. All the beautiful specs. It looks like all of them probably have the same style gold frets. So it's pretty much, they don't want to do anything too majorly different. I do like, just right adjustment there. Pickups look pretty nice. Let's see. I don't even know what these pickups are. They're passive, El Nico, strings to Dario, Cosmo Black. It doesn't say anything about phase. Let's see here. Set off dot inlays, mother of pearl, number of frets. So let's see here. Neck, bridge. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you anything about. Here we are. Here's the controls. Beautiful. Thank you, Ibanez website. So this is, yeah, like a split. So you got, it looks like a 5-way switch, and then we got like a 3-way here. Power tap. Oh, we got a power tap on and off. Yeah, it looks like we got some coil splits, maybe some coil taps. So pretty much, that's good to know. Pretty much any configuration you're going to want out of this thing, you will be able to get. I believe this is, let's look at the 7-string. So if you want fan-fretted 7-string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got to count there just to be safe. Fan-fretted 7-string. So if you're into the gent guitars, this may be for you. This has a beautiful top on it, I'll be honest with you. I just really like the top of this guitar. Same configuration, probably same materials. Let's see. Yep, just different top, obviously. But, the frets are all going to be the same on these. Radius, all going to be the same. Description, there you go. Scale, I mean, they just break down everything for you. So, yeah, it's an alter switch. So it's like a power tap. I'm not really sure what a power tap does, I'll be honest with you. But it looks neat. So, yeah, good to go. Per 5-way selector switch, as I said, with these things, you're going to easily be able to get whatever you want. This is, okay, so standard wizard neck. So standard thin Ibanez neck, and it is just a beautiful looking neck. 5-piece glued together. Can't really go wrong there. And custom strings. I really like on these, because this is where headless guitars usually go wrong, the bridge. You can have a lot of issues, but Ibanez has been known for having excellent bridges. So, I mean, this just it looks like a beautiful setup. I mean, this is probably like some sort of steel base plate. These are all of your tuners. You can adjust for intonation. They even have like the standard Fender style screws for height. I know I've seen a few of these where they don't really have too much of a height adjustment. These do. So this is just an excellent configuration. The only thing I'm not seeing is the input jack, and it's interesting because there's the input jack on the side. There we go. It's interesting because they do give you 2 strap buttons. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of nice because it's where you want it, where it's more comfortable for you to wear it if you want to wear it higher, if you want to wear it lower. So let's see if we can find anything else in this article. That's kind of interesting. Probably not. Honestly, I think we're just going to stick with the page. So you got flat black right here. Then you got your different pickup configuration. I think the 2 standouts are probably the 7-string and this guy right here. Also fan fretted. Probably this one might cost a little bit more because of the fan fret. Let's see. I believe we have the pricing here. Let's. Oh yeah. So the 7 strings, $1,200. This one is 1,000. This one's, yeah, as I said, this one's going to be a little bit more because of the fan fret. This one's 1,000. So you're basically looking at the 1,000 range to 1,200. Let's see if we can get his actual guitar, the price on that for you, before we go ahead and leave the video. We should be able to see it. Let's see, specs. They may not give me what I want. We'll scroll down and see if they do. Maybe not. They may not give me what I want. I'm hoping they do. Yeah, they're not giving me a price. Let's see if we can do shopping. Oh, wow, that is actually kind of surprising. I was expecting the signature model to be more, but I guess because it's not fan-fretted and there's really nothing majorly fancy about it besides the color, I mean, you're looking at your standard $1,000 for this one, too. So, that's good to know. So, you got your choice of the pickups. That's really weird how they mounted that bridge pickup, as you can see there, with the 4 screws. But then you still can somehow adjust the height of it, maybe? But wouldn't the 4 screws like permanently affix it down? I'm not sure. But excellent looking guitars. I'm sure they sound and play great. We can actually listen to a quick sound clip before I let you go. Kind of reminds me of Sarah Longfield, if you're familiar with her. Does a lot of tapping. Sounds really good though. Let's see here. Sounds like they contacted him. So he wanted it similar to his other guitars as well. So the neck on his signature actually might be thicker than the Wizard neck by the sound of it as well. It's kind of funny that you know, this is Japanese. It's a Japanese guitar company's first Japanese artist, signature artist. It's kind of surprising to me because they've been around for a long time, Ibanez, and it's I don't know what that says about them as a company, but at least they're finally jumping on that train, getting a Japanese signature artist to create a, you know, beautiful guitar, and also to create a new Headless series. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. My name is Steve Gray. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and comment down below what you'd like to see for future guitar and music related content. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.